No, I made a big like song and dance yesterday about how this ship is just straight up better than Kleber in every way. As far as solo play goes, like as far as just playing randoms by yourself and farming damage, you are 110% better off being in a Khabarovsk than a Kleber every single day. Kleber is better in a wolf pack, but like I've said, solo play, you're better off in a Khabarovsk because first of all, it has much better sustained DPM and much better sustainability because the fact that it has, or at very least can, have a heal, which you see me running here, and uh, and it's just one of the very few ships that, as far as destroyers go, it is one of the very few destroyers at tier 10 that's capable of solo dumpstering any other destroyer that tries to fight it directly. So, anyway, uh, let's see here. I think my game plan right now is going to be let this Fletcher spot a destroyer for me, and I dumpster it. And that's pretty much it. First things first, also I have these two blacklisted. Uh, only 3 battleships to farm, which is a little unfortunate, but what can you do? Des Moines could be annoying, Riga could be annoying, Dalarna, Somers, Kitakazi, and Jaeger, all of those are going to be annoying to deal with. And 2 submarines because reasons. Anyway, right now, I'm just going to let this Fletcher go on ahead a little bit. And I'm going to try and either dumpster any destroyer he spots, or farm anything that he does spot that's not a destroyer. Yamato's over there, so the U-2501 is probably going to be as well because those two are in a div. And I already said I had these 2 blacklisted for one reason or another, so... let's see. And of course it's the Wookiee player who has RPF. Sounds about right. Shino's over there. So that means I'm probably dealing with either the Des Moines or the Riga. There's the Riga there. Is he moving? No, he's not even moving. That might unironically be a fucking no concealment Riga from the fact that he got spotted at fucking, like, what is that, 14 kilometers from him to the Fletcher? Something like that. Around 14, 15 kilometers. Cap's not contested. Fat Freddy is pushing in. And Fat Freddy might honestly be trying to go for that channel, which would be pretty amusing. And I'm still not hard spotted. I also don't know why I just switched to the armor piercing there. Brain does weird things when okay, there we go. Now I'm hard spotted. Of course, as soon as I'm spotted is when the fucking Des Moines, the open water Des Moines, decides to start shooting. Is that guy literally just going to Island Cockroach? That's a set of 6 torps, so that's the Kitakazi. Where's the Columbo's headed that way? Okay, Fat Freddy is in fact starting to turn out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to kind of get out towards here. I want to try and get into a position to farm him if he tries to hug the island there. I'm obviously being hard spotted right now. We know it's by the Kitakazi, we just don't know exactly where he is. Alright. I'm just gonna run at this man. Ten depth charges and he's not dead, by the way. I am worried about torpedoes here, because that's torpedoes is that thing's whole gimmick. Is the fact that it has like fucking, I think, so many just however many launches it has. And speaking of torpedoes, here they come. Yep. There we go. Okay, that was very concerning. I popped a heal there because I was honestly expecting to take at least one of those, but I didn't, so a little bit of a wasted heal. I could have gotten a little more value out of it, but you know what? It happens. 12 depth charges hits on that fucking Thrasher, and he's not dead, by the way. Do I have IFHE on these things? No, I don't. I only have 22mm, so I don't have IFHE. Normally, I do like running IFHE on these destroyers, both the French and the Russian, because having IFHE gives you a 27mm HE pen, which is enough to, first of all, pen the 27mm of Des Moines bow, but also you can pen the 25mm of every other tier 10 cruiser. So gonna try and get a reset off on this guy. There we go. Not gonna be able to do much about that guy with the fucking Fat Freddy kind of walking. I know those torps are out of range, but he's headed towards me, so he might be able to push into them on time. But I also don't want to get any closer than I have to. I also need to watch my step here and make sure that I don't let that Des Moines get too close to me at the same time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kite towards this corner right here. And if they want to chase me, they'll have to push out broadside to a Schlieffen and a Soyuz if they want to chase me all the way to the corner. No, those didn't have range. Which is unfortunate, but oh well. And we do have my engine boost very soon here. Go. I'm now hard spotted by the Thrasher. It's literally nothing else it even could be. I highly doubt that the Thrasher is going to come after me all the way over here when there's a perfectly good Schlieffen that he could go over there and grief. Galarna and Kitakazi haven't been spotted in a minute, but yeah, that is a no concealment Riga, by the way. I'm not going to be able to shoot at the Des Moines.
Spotted an enemy submarine.
Alright. Popped a shot off on the Thrasher. Honestly, that Schlieffen should kill him with that. Yep, there you go. This guy's literally just not gonna move. Hello? Reset off on the Kitakazi. Riga's firing armor piercing at me, which is not ideal. But he did also miss, so I guess that part, that clause of it is ideal. Des Moines not in range. Not much I can do about that other than hope that I manage to hit him through spread, but he's gonna have the cap before those shots even get there anyway, so. Yep. Alright, Kitakazi, you've just made your last mistake. Unless you smoke up, then you'll be okay, I guess. At least for the time being. Oh, this is one of the smart people who knows how to deal with a Khabarovsk. Can't say the range is doing him many favors, though. It's not doing me any favors either, though, so. I want this Riga to be spotted, so I'm going to go out and spot him with my well, never mind. Okay. So, I got a little bit hectic there, but pulled through. Let's see, don't like him. We ran out of Jaeger, almost got shotgunned by Thrasher. It's a okay run. I'm getting another one. That lasted like fucking 12 minutes. Not even. So, who's ready to get griefed by a fucking eagle? Never mind, no carriers. And I've never noticed this before, but these clear Americans right here, there's actually two different kinds of them. You've got sweetened ones and non-sweetened ones. And I went and bought like 2 containers of like these ones because that's all the fucking Walmart had was the black cherry. And I picked up the last 2 that they had, and one of them is sweetened and the other's not. And they're honestly not even that different. I mean, you can probably tell the difference. Like if you were just blindfolded, handed one of the sweetened ones and one of the non-sweetened ones, if you weren't told what the difference between them was, you honestly probably wouldn't even be able to guess which was which unless you just got lucky. But if you were told that like one of them is going to be slightly sweeter than the other, and you're looking for that sweetness, then yeah, you could probably tell. Unless you just like, I don't know, burned your taste buds or something on at some point. Let's see. This guy used good luck. I don't like that. Fuck you. Missouri also said it, so fuck you. And I don't immediately have anyone blacklisted, so there's that. So I think okay, first of all, threats to my ship, Thunder, HE, because reasons. Double Des Moines, Stalingrad, all of them have radar, although I don't care too much about the radar, more so the fact that they just have very scary guns, although Des Moines a little bit less so at longer ranges. Henri, Humphreys, Shimakaze, and Sherman round out the destroyer threats, and the Sherman is in division with the Thunderer, so where there's one, there's probably going to be the other. Henri is, of course, in a kiting position because he's an Henri. That's what they do.
Engine boost activated.
And I'm just going to wait for this fat Freddy to get into range. And I'm gonna farm. Unless I get absolutely shot to shit, which I have had happen before. Like I don't remember if this story's ever been told on the channel, but I have a friend who we were playing, who was playing a Minsk one day. I don't remember what ship I was in, but we were playing, and it was on like the old islands of ice, like the ones that looked like a penis. And uh, he was like, "Hey, watch this," and he just went to the middle of the very middle of the map, and fired one shell off, and then all of a sudden, like fucking 10 of the enemies were spotted. And it was like the most glorious thing I've ever seen. Because like the entire enemy team like revealed themselves just to take a pot shot at him. Got a pot shot off on that Shima. I didn't see how many of those hit. Of course, I want to say that was Thunder HE. Gotta reset. It's probably not going to get any more resets on him unless I just get blindly lucky. No, I don't think it's gonna happen. I kinda do want to try and stall out their points gain a little bit. I'm not gonna get to the cap in time, but I am going to try and waste a little bit of his time. Although with that Fat Freddy pushing in, that could be a bit of a problem. Oops. Now I'm just gonna have to accelerate here because I'm very close to a Fat Freddy that I don't want to be that close to. That's probably gonna hurt. No, I just bounced some of his shells, by the way. I don't know if you heard that ricochet sound, but that was the sound of Kaba armor bouncing a 15-inch shell, or a 16-inch. I don't remember if it's what guns. I think it has access to either 406s or 420s, like the GK does, but I don't remember because I'm not a battleship player. Because imagine. And also, he fucking switched to HE, hello? And the fucking Yamato's shooting at me?
The enemy team has taken the lead.
And of course, now we're down 2 ships already. Because people don't know how to, control themselves around explosive devices. If I can get a fire going on this guy, I think that should kill. But no, he's getting a heal off, so that's going to be problem. There we go. There's his DCP. If I can just get another fire going on him, or even a double fire, that would be very good. Because that would guarantee his death. I'm not going to get any fires with that happening. But it's okay, because that happened instead. Still hard spotted. Definitely by the Shima. Although it's not by hard spot, it's by gun bloom. I don't think that that guy's going to be turning in though. So we're about to take B here, so that's all fine and well. Now I'm gonna have to, I think right now my play is gonna be try and deal with the Yamato and kind of just sit here and guard B from the enemy Shima. The Yamato, I think, is just gonna sit on the island though, based on the fact that he hasn't been spotted pushing out again. Yeah, I think so. It's been a minute since he was last spotted. Henri's trying to blind fire me. I don't know what his plan is. Okay, now the Yamato's pushing in. The Shima is an A, so that's actually very good for me, because it means that no matter what pushes into a B, I'll constantly be able to reset it, unless it's the Sherman, but I don't think he's going to push out like that. I do want to try and get a fire on this Yamato. Henri's slightly annoying. Go. I think that guy's reload boostering. I really do want to say that was his reload booster there.
Engine boost activated. Enemy battleship sighted.
I don't know what that guy is thanking me for, but whatever. He's not even shooting at me now. Despite the fact that he's literally walking at my head. Okay, never mind. There he is. Now he's shooting at me. Okay, that's annoying. It's gonna be on me to keep this guy reset until the Puerto Rico and Stalingrad, Vermont and Yamato are gonna be able to do something about him. On the bright side, I think it is fairly predictable what he's going to be doing. I don't think he's going to be caring to push out in front of the Puerto Rico, Stalingrad, Vermont, and Yamato. So he's just going to sit on this island right there. Of course, the downside is I'm fucking 11 kilometers from him. Although he is starting to come under pretty heavy fire now. So I think my job should be done here. Thunder guns, I think, are looking at me there. And I'm being hard spotted by the fucking Sherman.
Problem solved, sir. Well done, Commander. Engine boost deactivated.
I'm gonna try and put some blind fire into the Sherman.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes dead ahead.
facing. Bruh. Okay, now he's radared. Now's our chance to get some good damage in on him. Yeah, I honestly think he's gonna be dead from that. Yeah, there you go. Henri's down. The problem now that I'm going to be facing is this Des Moines. Like, I could try and, like, push up and around like that and back cap C, but I do run the risk of facing a fucking Kremlin that's been there for 5 minutes. But that also means I would definitely be getting spotted by this Des Moines. And with this amount of health and no heals up against the map border that close to a Des Moines, capping C in that route is just a non-feasible task. If I was full health and had all heals, maybe, but and even that is still a maybe. But for right now, the best that I can contribute is just not dying. But at this point, I think we're getting relatively close to the point where my survival is not even essential to the game outcome. So I'm just going to try and farm a little bit more damage on the Des Moines. Although he is just going to kite away from me, because you know, I don't think he appreciates getting walked at by a Marseille, Stalingrad, and a Kremlin. So there's that. Yeah, he's just fucking kiting away. Let's see, Yamato is stationary. Kremlin was just spotted there a few seconds ago. The Stalingrad is going to have a Missouri to deal with. The Yamato and the Kremlin are both going to have a Yamagiri to deal with, so that's going to be very spicy for them. Bet the Stalingrad is probably going to not be too worried about me, considering there's like a Missouri that's about to be in his face in a few seconds. Where are those guns pointing? Minnesota guns are pointing towards... yeah, pointing towards the Missouri. Honestly, I could try and get some broadside damage on onto this Stalingrad. I will be running the risk of Stalingrad radar or rail guns being pointed in my direction in pretty short order, though. The Yamagiri, I think, should be able to deal with the Minnesota, so I'm not gonna bother with that. I think right now I'm just going to try and get a little bit... I'm just gonna wait for him to shoot, for one thing. There we go. He's shot. Yep. There goes the, I think that was the Minnesota. So, you know, that was a Dreadnought medal too. It wasn't the highest base XP because I didn't get to do a whole lot, but I did what I needed to in order to win, so I think that's good enough. So, on that note, I think that is going to be enough World of Warships for today. We have not gotten griefed by a carrier, so I'm not going to push my luck again. And this video's already gone on for 30 minutes anyway. So, yeah, that's it. The moral of the story here is if you're going to play solo randoms, Khabarovsk, Zorky, those are the ships to do it in. C-42 as well, because it's pretty fun to play. But until then, well, I don't know until anything, but uh, don't worry about that. That was my first video attempt. It ended in depression. But anyway, that is enough for the warships for today. I will see you tomorrow.